So today I'm going to tell you two stories. But before I tell you any stories, I need to tell you about one day in December 2014 when I had had a particularly no good, very bad day. The students in my classes were undisciplined. They were unprepared, and they were 100% unapologetic about it. And I thought, what I need is to go home and everything. I'm going to zombie out in front of the TV and maybe binge watch something. And it was actually going pretty well. Until I saw a story about elephants. And this story predicted that the African elephant would be extinct in 2026 due to ivory poaching. And I was horrified and incredibly angry, and I believe this is exactly what I thought. And then I thought, are you kidding me? I got incredibly depressed and totally felt like giving up. Nothing is fixable, everything is inevitable, what's the point? But that lasted just a minute, and then I was immediately mad. Really? This is who we are as a species? Are you kidding me with this? This has to stop right now, right today, and I will do it. And I feel like at this point I should back up a little bit, and I should tell you that I'm really only capable of two emotions: extreme rage and extreme enthusiasm. And I can, in fact, get a lot done. But this is a huge problem. And I'm here on the couch with the dog. I am a long way from elephants. You need to add to that fact that I am a super uber introvert. So I did what any good introvert would do. And this project it demands a huge amount of connections. So I did what every good introvert would do. We always have one super connected friend. Sometimes we have two friends, but one of them is always super connected. And I called my super connected friend Louisa McCune, who knows everybody all the time, everywhere. And I told her I had an idea how we might stop this. And she put me in touch with a gentleman named John Clifford from Think Studio in New York. And together we formed the design committee to Protect Elephants, which we have shortened to Design to Protect Elephants. And this is the logo that John has designed for us. And our mission is pretty simple and very clear. We will harness the power of partnerships and the power of design to halt the slaughter. We will change perception. We will take ivory from a status symbol to a symbol of cruelty and ignorance. We will raise awareness. This is happening right now. We only have 11 years. We cannot afford to wait. And we will raise funds. But how will we do all of this? And I thought the answer seemed really obvious. We should steal. We should take the ideas from Franklin Leonard's Realist Guide to Changing the World. In his talk, he talks about how he almost inadvertently founded the Blacklist. And the Blacklist has changed how movie scripts get discovered and sometimes which movies get made. And he did it without quitting his job and without starting his own movie company. And we should smash this idea together with Derek Sivers' idea of the first follower. We've all heard a lot about leadership and how important that is, but his idea is, no, it's really the first follower that starts a movement. It's the first guy to say, no, that guy over there, we should all be doing this, that makes a movement. But in order to be a first follower, you have to have somebody to follow. So we did a huge amount of research. John Clifford, who is not as introverted as I am, reached out to Andrew Harmon of Wild Aid. They had a great conversation. John put me in touch with Andrew, and I'm thrilled to say that we are now partners with Wild Aid in this endeavor. And in the months ahead, we will challenge designers working in all media to create an image or a 20-second video that will be used as part of our online campaign to change perception, raise funds, and awareness. That's my first story. My second story has a completely different tone. Design to Protect Elephants is a current active project. AdoptUgly just wrapped up this summer. AdoptUgly is the brainchild of a former design student, at the time design student, Julia Radke. It came out of a package design class where the prompt was pretty simple. Save something, teach something, raise something, fix something. Has to be dimensional, and then you have to present it to a group of people as though they were really your clients. She came up with a fantastic idea, super concerned about dogs in shelters. Not purebred dogs in shelters, but mutt dogs in shelters. And specifically, the big black dog in a shelter, who tend to stay in shelters up to 4 to 5 times longer. What she did was, she came up, this is her slogan, this is her logo. And it became a real project. This could have died as a small student work in a package design class. But I reached out to Louisa again and said, I have a student who has something really fantastic. She put me in touch with the Bella Foundation, and I put Julia in touch. And what they started was a fantastic adoption event. This was such a good idea that I thought this should be really big. And Julia thought this would be great if this would be really big. But really big requires real money. So we wrote for a SAPI Ideas That Matter grant, which she won in the amount of $25,000. So this event was just held this summer. It takes all of the flaws that you and I may have, jeggings, ugly weather, and it really puts you in the place of the dog. So none of us are perfect. No dog is perfect. If you can overlook just a few things, you can find a forever friend. These are some of the Instagram countdown posts. We also had food trucks. This is part of the website. If you forgive my slobber, I'll forgive you for your years of scrunchies. That's actually my dog, and the slobber is no lie. And part of this project was that if you adopted a dog at the AdoptUgly event, you received an ugly little kit, which had some shampoo, and this is some of the event's photos. So you got a shampoo, a brush, and a tug toy. It was hugely successful. 2/3 of all animals at this event were adopted. The event ran from 9 in the morning until 6 in the afternoon. And numbers like that don't usually post unless it's a 3-day adoption event. There was also one bird that got adopted. We also had the SNL photo booth come out. They took pictures for us of dogs that were available for adoption and dogs as they were adopted. We posted those on Instagram, on social media, and it created a sort of a landslide of people coming to look at the dogs. This is Julia in the middle with the glasses and the lips, and all her friends who volunteered at this event. My point of these 2 stories is that you absolutely can make a difference from your sofa, and I encourage you to try. Thank you.